I got my good friend, Ahmed Fadiga from the Cheka Foundation. You say, well, what is the Cheka Foundation? He's going to tell you all about all of that when we come back. I'm Jeffrey McIntyre. You're watching Inspirational Sounds of the Times. We'll be right back.
We are people who care about the river and not only care about it, take action to protect it.
We're a nonprofit advocacy group in St. John's River, and we look at ourselves as an independent voice for the St. John's.
Welcome back. For those of you that just tuned in, I'm Jeffrey McIntyre, and you've been watching Inspirational Sounds of the Times. Thank you so very much for watching us today. As I stated earlier, I had a good friend of mine that's here from the Cheka Foundation. He's been here from Africa for about 20 years, and he has a foundation that's doing a lot of good work for the people of Africa. And I'm talking about none other than my good friend, Mr. Ahmed Fadiga. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine.
Great, great. It's good to have you back. Now, the last time you were on, you talked about the Cheka Foundation. Now, for those that didn't get a chance to watch you before, let them know exactly what is the Cheka Foundation and how it came about.
Cheka Foundation actually came about last year when I visited Africa, my grandmother. So I went to Africa, to visit my grandmother. Then I asked my uncle, I said, I need to visit the hospital, the schools, and see exactly how things is going. And I realized that once I visited the school and the hospital, that they needed help. So I look at the school that they need a lot of equipment, school supplies, and also they don't have any sports. They have a field, but they don't have anything developed. So I thought about it. I said, you know what? I want to give it back. I want to do something about it. When I told my uncle, it was like, it's a good idea. How can you do it? I said, the country that I live, it was one of the greatest countries. Right. I learned something. Live in America, it makes you believe that you can do anything. Right. There's no limit in this life that you cannot accomplish. So I learned that from being in America for almost 20 years. So that I was like to my uncle, I can do it. I'm going to try. I'm going to get back to, America. I'm going to try to develop the Cheka Foundation. And then also the name, it was through, my mother, which, the first show, I did express how I feel about it. My mother, she's everything to me. Mm-hmm. She gave up her life for us and for other youngest, and help everybody that she couldn't. I learned from that, in life, giving is the most important.
Absolutely.
It's not about taking, it's about giving.
Absolutely.
No matter how you live this life, as long as you don't give, you didn't live a good life.
Amen.
To live a better life, you always have to give it back. Mm-hmm. And that's what I believe, and that's what my mission is, to try to help the youngest, the students of Africa.
Okay. Now, I do know that since the last broadcast, the last time you were here, there are some people that reached out to you that were interested in the Cheka Foundation. Some people that you want to thank for doing that.
Yeah, definitely. Mr. James has come on my mind. It was the first one to watch the show. And as soon as he saw the show, he called me. And that night, he left a message. I called him back the next day. And since then, we've been in communication. He's been trying to give advice, trying to help the best he can. Mm-hmm. And I really appreciate Mr. James. And also Hopkins Academy. Okay. And they offer books. I receive books from them. And I really appreciate all the books that I receive. I still have it. And also I have a lot of good friends of mine that are really giving me good feedback, which is Mario, Jacob, Thomas, and Joe, and all, Ben, all, just helping me really to go through what I'm going through, and they're giving me advice, and it's really, I really appreciate it. Thanks. It was, thanks them for helping me,
Right.
for for keeping me on the right path. Because without their help, their advice, it's really tough for me to do what I'm doing right now, because I'm just trying to do something that is very not easy, but I think it's something special.
Right, it is special, and you know what? I admire you, and God's gonna bless you, for what you're doing. Now, you're needing books. You're needing books for those young people and students over in Africa, so that they would be able to have books in the schools. You talked about the sports, footballs, and actually, football in Africa is actually soccer.
Exactly,
okay?
correct. That's
so you're
correct.
needing all type of equipment, and that kind of thing. And if someone wants to be a part of the Cheka Foundation, if they want to donate books, if they want to donate soccer balls or footballs or whatever, you have any information, number, website, email address?
Yes, I can actually be contacted by my phone number, which is 904-405-9613. And also, we have a video that I took while I was in Africa. It's on YouTube at Cheka Foundation. You can go on YouTube, Cheka Foundation, which is CHEKA, and Foundation FOUNDATION. And you can see all the video, all the works that I started doing it. And there's also all my information. And also, I just created a Cheka Foundation website, which is chekafoundation.org. That is, in progress. So I'm building the foundation website right now. And I'm on Twitter. I'm on, Cheka Foundation. You can go on Twitter. You can go on blog. So